Welcome back to Ian's hobby nightmare of always changing plans. Okay, well, it's becoming more and more apparent I have to paint this thing in pieces and do a post shading, most likely. I could try some pre-shading, but it's not going to work out so well. So I have the engine nozzle here. We've painted it with, one of my favorite colors I've ever found is the Mr. Hobby Aqueous Burnt Iron. I love this color. It's just such a subtle, fine-grained metallic effect. It's badass. We're gonna do some of this kind of thing, where when titanium gets hot or whatever, it starts to discolor. I want to do it. It just looks cool. It looks fun. So to do that, we're gonna use a variety of clear paints. We've got clear yellow, clear red, clear blue, and maybe clear green. And basically, you're gonna mix the colors. So you put down some yellow, and then you put down some red, and if the red blends with the yellow, you get a little orange, and then you put down some blue, and that'll make some purple there, and then you can put down some green at the end if you want to. I don't know, a nice little touch, I think. But so to do that, the easiest way to get what I've figured out is if you put the thing on a turntable, and it just rotates itself, you can just kind of hold your airbrush and while it spins. Great idea, we think. Let's see if it actually works. I'll be right back. Well, this is my first time trying this technique, and maybe I'm not that great at it, whatever, but I think it's cool. I think it's going to look very cool. Came out pretty good. We got some good color gradations, a yellow, orange, red, purple, blue, green going on there. And then I hit it with a little more burnt iron at the bottom because there was a little bit of overspray, and then some semi-gloss clear. And she's looking pretty cool, like burnt titanium. Pretty awesome. Yeah, okay. Well, we'll be back. I've got a lot more painting to do. Starting to like trim things, like trim certain sprues, trim certain gates off of certain parts on the sprues, and just hit them with some primer first. And then we're going to do some color coat, and it should be just a blast. This will be super fun because there's so many little windows in the control tower, in the bridge. Sorry, it's just like a masking ninja I can be, but I'll take the easy way out sometimes. Alrighty, we'll be back. Well, as we realized, we're gonna need to just pre-paint everything and assemble it, and then we'll just do some post shading and weathering, and it's gonna still look fantastic. I'm comfortable with my usual way of painting, and this is changing it up a bit. But whatever, you have to adapt sometimes. Certain models just don't lend themselves well to being fully assembled and then painted. And this is one of those cases, so be it. Same thing with Gundams, really. I don't paint Gundams on purpose because I like my sanity, because I don't like doing all these little piecework painting things. But we're gonna hit it with our medium blue. There's going to be zero technique involved. It's going to be put the paint in the airbrush and just completely paint everything until it's a solid color. So that's it. So we'll be back with bits and pieces painted medium blue. I'll be right back. Idly-ho, well, we've got part of our bridge coming together, and I just thought I'd show you the color we went for the decking. Now the decking, there's always debate, but it's not wood. Why would someone put wood on a spaceship? It just doesn't make sense. It's not going to be teak like was on the IJN Yamato. Okay, but people just do. You want a contrasting color. I think that looks pretty damn spiffy. So this is our medium blue from Tamiya, and this is one of our favorite colors ever, gray green from Mr. Hobby Aqueous line H68. That is a nice color. Gray green, great for Robotech type Macross type things too, or all around just an awesome mecha anime military equipment color. That being said, we've got something big over here. Hold on, it's off screen. Here we are. All 27 or so inches of it without the engine on the back, maybe 26.5 inches. But yeah, lower hull. I have everything possibly put on this lower hull. Some things are glued, some things are not. Our battery contacts are taped off. On the upside, we got to add a little more masking tape here and there. But yeah, we're going to be about ready to prime. Ugh, keep messing up my masking tape. Gotta be careful. It's a little unwieldy to paint in one chunk. But the thing is, I want to get a nice, consistent paint finish across the entire lower hull. So if I do it in sections, because what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to do a reverse shadow. I'm going to do a primer of pink, and then I'm going to hit the panel lines with the hull red, and then I'm going to paint it. So that way I can get some pre-shading done on the big bottom section of the ship, and it will be the bottom of the ship, so less visible than the top of the ship, where I have to now do all this manual post-shading. But, whatever, is what it is. Got to, knock the dust off the skills on post-shading stuff once in a while. So we'll be back with more paint progress, or I'm going to put the bridge together, I think. See if it lights up. Alright, BRB. Whoa, there we go. We got a good portion of the bridge done. I like this. This is sweet. Got a lot more little bits to put on. It's honestly not as fiddly as you would think it'd be. It's a Bandai kit. It's really anti-fiddly. It's pretty damn. I mean, some of these little tiny clear bits in here, they're a little. If you've got giant sausage figures, I have very dainty man hands, so it's not as bad. I'm just clumsy. But yeah, it's coming together nice. We got a lot of clear parts in. It's time to go upstairs and fry some chicken cutlets, though. So, I'm going to have to take a little break here, and we will be back. Yeah, this ain't going to be the end of this part. I just put one up last night. I'm gonna get some more progress done, make it a little cooler of an episode. BRB, everybody. Just a little shout out to Mr. Hobby Aqueous. Look at how smooth that paint sprays out. It is amazing. I mean, this is using their leveling thinner in the jar, similar to thinning Tamiya paint. And I mean, I'm using a good airbrush, but damn. So, I mean, it's as smooth as the plastic substrate underneath it. Oh, so nice. Well, we'll have some more coming up. I just wanted to caress a piece of painted plastic, because that Mr. Hobby paint is just amazing stuff. All right, we'll be right back with something more exciting. We're back at the bench where we do nothing to code or buy the book. So we had our 1 amp multi-volt AC adapter. I got in the 2 amp, and I'm sure it will do double the amps, or pretty close to it. I can't really test it right now because we've got the brain box mounted in the lower hull. Lower hull's over that way, waiting to get a coat of primer. I'm going to do a reverse highlight shadow. I'm going to do a full pink coat, and then I'm just going to do a panel line coat with the hull red before I do the regular red, and then the clear red. What I forgot to do on the rest of these parts was the clear blue. And unfortunately, I've already assembled the bridge with the clear parts. And yeah, I'm just going to have to be a masking tape ninja for this one. Hindsight is 2020, and I was excited to do things for y'all on the YouTubes, and got ahead of myself, and yeah, assembled it and clear coated it, and forgot. Ah, crap, I forgot to do the clear blue. So we're going to do the clear blue. We're going to do a test piece here. I'm going to see how I like it. If I don't like it, then I'll be happy with just leaving the hull and the wings with the clear red over the red, and leave the upper just whatever, fine. Okay, we're going to try this out. I will be right back with the results. See you in a minute. Okay, are you ready? Here's the before, and here's the after. It's a little dramatic, I'll be honest. I also did a semi-gloss clear. Watch this. Oh no! Oh nope, no problem. Watch this magic. Gone. No more fingerprint. Heat gun trick on not quite fully set clear. Big tip there, but you know, I explained it before, but I wanted to show you it live. So I think that looks pretty damn good. And compared to like the decking, which we did the gray-green, it's going to be this is going to pop. I feel like it's almost too blue. But again, it's anime. So we've got that. Now imagine this with a little bit of subtle, you know, like a smoke, like a clear smoke I'll use to you know, shade this after the fact. But that may be a very nice combination. I'm kind of going for a hyper, what do you call it? It's oversaturated anime kind of vibe with this model. I'm trying to do something different outside the box. I don't want to be like every other Yamato builder out there. I want to do a good job, but I want my work to be unique and stand out. So I went pretty heavy with the clear blue on this. I could have done a very light misting, but I was getting a grainy finish, and I wanted a nice smooth finish like we got with the wrong finger. Sorry, guys. I'm not trying to flip anyone off. Got a very nice smooth finish. Honestly, the other thing is, if you can notice, there's some subtle, you see this little line right here? There's some subtle, what do you call it? Spirits of the molding process, where there's some little wrinkles and things. But like if you look at a real battleship, there's a lot of little wrinkles in the metal. Same thing like on fighter jets, etc., submarines. You know, they're never perfectly smooth. So I think that actually kind of works in the ship's favor. It's pretty interesting. So let me know what you think, positive or negative. I think I'm gonna frickin' send it. As much as I like the Tamiya medium blue by itself, and it would be fine if I was going for a true military warship, like a modern or even World War II, like a real military warship. This is where I would stop. But we're doing CGI anime warship. So I think going a little I don't know. You know what? It looks way bluer on the camera than it does in person. It's got a little more of an aquamarine. All I know is it gives the paint a little bit of depth. I'm not quite sure. But I've done this one panel, and I could either repaint this one panel or just go to even more work and add that clear blue to every other panel. I may change my mind after I film this, but right now I'm feeling pretty confident. But, you know, sometimes you may feel overconfident when you're drinking Cigar City Brewing's Florida Man beer, double IPA. It's quite tasty, actually. Let's hope it doesn't give me the trots in the morning. I don't know where the trots came from, if that's a British term, an American term, or whatever slang, but I think you can kind of figure out what that means, if it's not from your country. There we go. You know what? Screw it. I'm doing it. It's extreme. It's fairly extreme. It's not like I'm painting the damn thing like orange or green or camo or some weird stuff, or dazzle. Ooh, that little thing's kind of hot. Dazzle camouflage. Not on this ship, obviously. I'd do that to like a dreadnought class. That would be pretty badass. Either way, I'm gonna, I think, continue along this path of potential ruin. No, it's gonna be awesome. It's gonna be great. And you know what? When it's done, it's still gonna be fantastic, because Bandai makes a great kit, and it's hard to make them horrible. Well, not impossible. Actually, not even that hard. But don't criticize people online when you see them mess up a good kit. Please give them constructive feedback. Try this, try that. Again, be positive in the modeling industry. You can criticize me all you want. I've got a very thick skin. I've been doing this for a long time. But to the people just starting out, nurture, mentor, all those buzz terms. We'll be right back. We are fully embracing the clear blue on our hands and on our ship. It really looks bluer in the video. You know when people like do LEDs and like, oh no, the camera's washing it out. They're not bullshitting you. It really does. The camera plays tricks. It depends on the ambient light. My overhead LED shop lights, are kind of a high Kelvin rating. I prefer a warm white. These are a cooler white. I really didn't have a choice. I mean, you can't, like for bulbs and stuff, yeah, you could pick out warm white versus cool white. But shop lights, there's less variety. But yeah, it just gives it a depth. I don't know if you could pick that up, but it gives it a depth that it didn't have with just the medium blue. We've learned a lesson also here. I have learned a lesson. I don't have enough clear blue. I've got like 2 little 10 milliliter unopened jars. This thing's like 2/3 done. I think I'm gonna need to do some scavenging amongst the local hobby shops, or some, I hate paying to ship paint. I mean, this thing's like, you know, $3 and change or whatever it's supposed to be. You know, these are, I don't know, they're cheap. And it's like $10 shipping. Like, I got about like 20 jars of paint, so it doesn't completely piss me off. But, yeah, we might run out of this. We may also run out of the pink, because I'm now using this as a primer for the entire lower hull. But this may just get us through all the red parts we have in this ship. I hope. Like, fingers crossed. Otherwise, I can get another jar of pink. It's also a gloss pink. I don't think they make an XF17 pink. I'm not quite sure on that one. Let's see here. What we got here? Tamiya. You know, like I say Tamiya, like I say Yamato. XF17. Let's see. Yeah, no. Not XF17 is a sea blue? Yeah. Nope. Yeah, they only make the gloss pink, apparently. Okay, well, we've got, you know, a whole bunch more of our upper hull parts painted. We have a lot more to paint. I got to do the lower hull. It's almost 10 o'clock at night. Screw it. Let's do the lower hull. I'll be right back. And then that's the end of this part. BRB. So here we go. 2 in the pink. 1 in the... No, we're not going there. Just because of the dark substrate color with this deep red, just blasting over it real quick and then focusing on central areas to make it super saturated, we're already getting a highlight shadow effect. So when we hit this with the whole red, this should be awesome. Now, is it going to be awesomer? Right there. See, right there, right there, right there. We're going to turn this around and paint from the other side, because you can see the bare spots because you're straight up, and I'm kind of back here at a 45-degree angle. But this, first of all, my 0.5 needle airbrush, I mean, it's good and all that. It's fine. But, I think I need something bigger. I think I need one of those detail spray guns. And obviously, little baby compressor. Thank you for quieting up. I appreciate it. Thank you for shutting the hell up. The baby compressor is fine for regular airbrushes, but for a detail spray gun, the CFM requirements dictate something simply mechanically stronger and physically bigger than this little, you know, master airbrush with a 3rd gallon tank can provide. So I think we will need to hit up the Harbor Fraught and maybe spring for maybe like a nice super quiet 10-gallon compressor, so that we can run a detail spray gun at one of these points. There's automotive finishes as far as primers and clear coats that are just as good as all the hobby paint we're using and far cheaper per ounce unit price. And you know, my last name is Schwartz, so you know us Jews. No, it's not a Jew joke. But we are very, I was taught to be concerned with the unit price. Got a little boo-boo there from some glue we're gonna make sure we cover up. This looks like a Mon Calamari battle cruiser from Star Wars right now, almost. It's pretty interesting. It's like they turned the Yamato upside down and said, hey, this is a good Star Wars ship. Make something that looks like that. But we're not being very strategic with our pink. We're just dumping pink everywhere. Okay, this is like one of those pink kitty hat riot something or other. I don't know what the movement was called. It was yeah, something pink. I don't know. Whatever. Yeah, like you know, written on the ass of every teenage girl in sweatpants with UGG boots at the mall. Oh! Why do they go to the mall in pajamas, basically? That's what it looks like. Whatever. Okay, we'll be back once this is done, and then that'll be the end of this part. And then you'll just have to live with the waking nightmare of a pink Yamato hull in your minds until the next part of this build. I'll be right back. Well, we've painted this thing to look like the pink Atlanta trap house. If you don't know what that is, oh, listen, the first person who Googles pink Atlanta trap house, T-R-A-P, trap house, the first person who Googles it and comments with like WTF or what happened, why, what the hell's wrong with you people? Whoever comments first that's actually searched pink Atlanta trap house, I'm going to send you a prize, a gift of some sort, model kit or something cool. Okay? That's it. There we go. We got another giveaway. But you gotta obviously watch till the bare ass end of this video. So she's all pinked up and she's drying, and it is after 10 p.m. Do you know where your nerdy husbands are at? We're down here in the basement painting a lumpy friggin' squid belly pink. It's a trap! Oh, it's a trap house. Yeah. Okay. So this has to dry. I know the glossy paint just takes longer to dry. I think it's kind of sort of dry. I'm not going to mess with it, and it's too late for me to cognitively be able to shadow coat this with the hull red. So in part 5, I think this is part 4. Part 5, we're gonna get the shadow coat on this thing and get our red on here and get our clear red on here and get this cleared and paint up the remainder of our red sprue pieces. We've got our little flying lower bridge thing. What the hell that... Listen, how did the hell did this thing crash land on planets and not crush the damn lifeboat underneath it or whatever the hell that thing is? Like, that always bothered me. When they'd land and crash land and whatever, like on anything but water, they wouldn't completely destroy the little lower flying bridge doohickey. Correct me on what that thing is called down here, but whatever. And also these little delicate things, and like these fins, I could see these surviving, and these maybe, but I don't know. There's continuity. There's some issues there with even the newer 2199 and 2202 Yamato. Like, I hit thing, whatever. Okay, end of part 4. She's pink. Is the Yamato a she or a he? Yamato. Sorry, I said Yamato. Yamato. Is it a she? I think it's a she. I think all lovely battleships are beautiful ladies of the seas or the space or whatever you have, or the skies. You know, the Memphis Belle. Oh, I'm not gonna bring that one up. We have a lot of Japanese model kit here, and I'm bringing up the Memphis Belle. Oh, that was that? That was, no wait, that was Germany. So it would be bad if I brought it up for a tank, but whatever. Okay, she's pink. The rest of this thing is fairly blue. This is looking ridiculous. I promise you, once it all comes together, it may not be the most traditional Yamato paint job, but it will pop. It will be unique. I will like it, and I hope you will like it too, but it really doesn't matter to me. The channel's made $18.34 in the last month. So I can actually afford to buy some extra clear blue paint. Oh, jeez, Ian. Sorry, speech impediment's kicking in because I'm getting a little tired because it's almost 10:30 at night. On a weekday, it's a school night, people. Come on. There we go. We're going to hit the sack. Actually, no, I'm lying. We're gonna get a beer and go upload video to YouTube, and, you know, it'll be time. Either way, we'll be back with a not pink or a less pink or a changing it from pink Yamato in part 5. Stay around. Be seeing you guys. Peace out.